Good afternoon. I am Mahalakshmi Saravanan, founder of Women Entrepreneurs India. Hope everyone is safe. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to you all to Women Entrepreneurs India's Earth Day celebration. On this occasion of Earth Day, let's promise ourselves to treat the earth a little better every day. It is our responsibility to hand over earth in a healthier form to our coming generation. Let us work together, make it a better place. Happy Earth Day 2021. Earth Day is celebrated every year on April 22nd. The theme of the day this year is Restore Our Earth. The theme examines natural processes, emerging green technologies, and innovative thinking that can restore the world's ecosystems. This year, as the country once again continues to fight a battle against COVID 19, we have all the more reason to pause, thank, and give back. A healthy earth will help us to live a better life. It is not just an option or desire, but a necessity. Earth Day is celebrated by planting trees, picking up roadside trash, conducting various programs to motivate people to adopt ways for sustainable living. Today, we are hosting this event to create awareness on the Earth Day. Our guest speakers are going to share insights on the advantages of e-bikes, eco-friendly products, waste management, and much more. We will be interacting with social entrepreneurs who are striving to make our Mother Earth a better place through their eco initiatives. Taking this opportune moment, I welcome our speakers, Ms. Shankari Mohanraj, proprietor Grandmas Electric Vehicles, Ms. Arul Priya, founder Namabhoomi, Ms. Srimati, founder Sri Amurdam, and Ms. Vishnu Priya, founder VPK Foods, and our moderators, Ms. Sindhu Kalyanasundaram, founder Ignite Academy, and Ms. Maya Lakshmi Pillai, assistant professor at Guru Nanak College. We thank our honorable guests who have graced this occasion with their presence despite their busy schedules to share their expertise and experience to create awareness on the Earth Day 2021. I'm going to share a brief about WEI, then we will start interacting with our guests. Women Entrepreneurs India's journey had its share of ups and downs, but with the support of family, friends, followers, media, and WEI members, we have managed to come this far and we are in our ninth year of journey. Women Entrepreneurs India handholds entrepreneurs to start, formalize, and grow their business. Women Entrepreneurs India is the only internationally recognized social enterprise from India featured in the 2019 Asia Pacific Journal, an initiative of the Cabinet Office of Japan. Our mission is to shape a sustainable ecosystem for women entrepreneurs in the post COVID 19 world. So be a part of WEI to experience voices, that is visibility, opportunity, identity, credibility, empowerment, and sustainability. You could visit womenentrepreneurs.india.com to know more about us. Without further ado, let's go ahead with this event. We hope that this event proves to be insightful in terms of environment protection and businesses which are into environment friendly businesses. Over to you, Maya Lakshmi ma'am. Please unmute, ma'am.
So thank you, Madam Mahalakshmi, Director, Women Entrepreneurs India. I consider this as a privilege to be a part of this wonderful webinar on this Earth Day representing Women Entrepreneurs India. So Mother Earth is clearly urging to call to action. Nature is suffering. Oceans are filling with plastic and turning more acidic. Extreme heat and wildfires, floods, as well as recording breaking Atlantic hurricane season. And moreover, now we are facing the COVID-19. It's a worldwide health pandemic linked to the health of our ecosystem. So it's the duty of each and every citizen of the entire,
Ma'am, I think
the
there
country, the
is a
entire globe
network
to
issue at your end, ma'am.
Am I
Ma'am, your
audible,
voice is
ma'am,
not
now?
audible. Yeah, now it is audible, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yes. So I'm here to ask a few questions as a moderator of this program. So, madam, my first question is, what are the problems women entrepreneurs face during this pandemic? Shankari Mohan Raj, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Can you? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much, Mahalakshmi ma'am, for giving the opportunity for speaking on this special occasion for Earth Day. I'm so thankful for that. And first thing is for the woman entrepreneur, for in this field, for asking, no, for any field, I feel the woman entrepreneurs, whoever get into any field, so they will know if they said it's to be suffering means it's to be suffer for long. But if you're ready to face, it's to be a challenge for each and every day. If you're ready to face the challenge, there is no obstacles for any entrepreneur. So woman can ready to face any challenge at any time. So I always feel the woman can done successful in any field.
Thank you, madam. You have answered very positively, which encourage each and every woman, youngsters who are interested to become an entrepreneur in future. And one more question from my side. That is, you are currently the CEO and the founder of Grandmos, an electrical bike showroom in Chennai. So normally, while we think it is the automatic field is a place always gents will dominate. So what motivated you to select this specified area into your entrepreneurship?
Yeah, actually, I have to tell. I did BE graduation in electronics and communication, and then I did MBA. But after that, I got married. So I did a very big gap between my educations. So I can't able to work on that time. After my 2 kids only, I started to work. That time only, I chosen some business I have to do. I look lot of eco-friendly products. Something it will be environment friendly. I want to make it. So I looked out like jute products and then biodegradable products, lot of things up. So during that time only, me and my husband met on a electric bike manufacturer. He only gave an idea about this electric bike on that time, because this last 3 years before and all, nobody will use, not nobody, only 1% use the electric bike. Instead of 100% of petrol bike, only 1% persons will use the electric bike. During that situation, he said about the electric bike, what is the future of electric bike? Because it's going to be now, everyone knows that's the future. So before 3 years, nobody know about that, even me too. So he only gave an idea about this electric bike. So we thought that is environment friendly, because tons and tons of carbon dioxide emission is reducing because of using electric bike. I have to say that. During that journey only, we picked electric bike. You asked us only the mechanical line, no? While during the engineering also, in the mechanical line, no girls will you can see. Only the boys will pick the mechanical, BA mechanical. What is it is right? Because all the girls will pick electronics or computer science. We want to be in soft and teaching line or in computer science line. Everyone will be like that. But I came across that, but I didn't feel like that, because if it's day to day, if we started to practically work on it, we can gain more knowledge on that. So I feel all the girls have to start learning mechanical also, because the foundation have to become very strong, so they can be very strong in this line also. So I feel even I too miss that. I don't know, before that I doesn't know I have to enter in mechanical line. So if I know before that, surely I will also read about that in a BE mechanical only. So I can be very strong on this field. But practically we are managers, because we are the dealers. We are not the manufacturers. So we are the dealers. So we are having the dealership knowledge how we have to promote our e-bikes. So we are getting on that. So I feel that everyone have to start to study the mechanical line also, all the girls, so they can get knowledge and they could be very strong on this.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for your answer. What you said is there is not any gender base in any field. Everywhere, both women and men can equally succeed if they have a good will and hard work. So, thank you. Thank you for your answers. Now, over to Sindhu, madam, for continuation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Mayalakshmi. Good afternoon, Ms. Shankari. It's a pleasure to meet you. And having read about you and also listening to these questions, I was just thinking the last 1 year, because of the pandemic, there must have been a lot of reduction in customers coming in, right? Especially when you have showrooms and then you have a business where a customer has to come and try your bike. So, what were the different strategies you did so that you could generate sales even during that period?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, you're very right, because we already shut down the showroom because our government has announced that. So last up to 4 to 5 months, we should really totally shut down the showroom. So we also thought how we are going to overcome on that from after that 4 months. But in between that 4 months, we started to promote our product using the digital marketing, because in the YouTube, because not only for us, everyone started in YouTube. So we promoted our videos about the electric bike. What are the electric bike benefits, and what are the electric bike benefits if the customers start to buy? So that kind of video and all we started to promote it in YouTube. So a lot of digital marketing we did. After during that criteria crisis time only, the customers and the peoples, everyone started to they started to give up some positive thing to the greenery. So they also get knowledge about it, because after COVID, everyone got to know, because we have to do something for society. We should not spoil our earth. So everyone got the knowledge during, because in between the criteria on the crisis time only, that is a benefit for us. After that, the petrol hike also. Once they get the petrol hike only, they also get to know how the price they are going to save. The same time, there is no fuel cost. This is full of just a 15 paisa per kilometer. So while using the digital marketing on that time, and this crisis time also helped me a lot, digital marketing. So we did full of digital marketing only, ma'am. After that, the customers also started to buy the electric bike because of fuel price, and they want to serve the environment, both.
That's interesting. They say necessity is the mother of invention. So maybe if it were not for this, you would have just gone the conventional way. But it's interesting you're selling bikes through digital marketing. So who is your target audience and how are they responding to your digital marketing advertisements?
Our thing, firstly, we focused on full of women. So we thought only the women will mostly because the speed limit. Our in electric bike, we have the non-registration model. There's a speed limit just only 25 to 35. So it will not go speed high. And maintenance, low maintenance and low service cost, no more, because there is no not much of parts in that electric bike, and then no fuel price, and it was environment friendly also. So a lot of ladies in the beginning started to buy this electric bike. After that, little bit of older persons also, because they can't able to weight lift the heavy items. No, so our electric bike just is 50 to 65 kg only. Those they can able to handle very easily. So the aged person and the women's, we started to focusing on mainly on that. After that, but nowadays the youth, the generation, our younger generation also started to buying an electric bike. That is a very good one, ma'am, because we thought only the women and old persons only will buy, but our younger generation also started to buying an e-bike to give the environment safely. That is the thing, main thing.
It's very interesting to listen to you and also understand how your passion came in. So we wish you all the very best and wish you a lot more success in your endeavors. Thank you very much. And I'll now hand it over to Ms. Mahalakshmi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sindhu. So, Shankari, you have been into this business, I think, for at least 5-6 years. And many customers would love to buy e-bikes, especially in this. I think for the past 2 years, the momentum is really high. Could you please walk us through the benefits of using e-bikes?
Yes, ma'am. The main benefit is it is easy to rechargeable, ma'am, because we have a lithium battery. Because everyone thinking that we are not having that much of charging station all over the roads, so they can't able to charge at anywhere. No, but lithium battery you can easily charge at the house itself, and you can easily plug it in anywhere. That's a lithium battery benefits, and it's very low service cost and very low maintenance, because you don't have that much of parts as compared to the other standard bikes. In electric bikes is very low. So the fuel prices also no, nothing is a no. We are not going to spend any fuel price. And the main rate in the steep price of petrol, you can easily calculate what kind of benefit you are going to, because within a single charge you can drive up to 70 to 75 kilometer, ma'am. If you have to drive for 70 to 75 kilometer for a petrol, you can know how much you have to spend. But here only is 2 to 2.5 units only you can, and it is only noise is no noise, no, it's a free pollution. Is a very very good product for the environment and for us also.
Thank you, Shankari. Could you also give us some tips as to how we can maintain e-bikes?
Main thing is charging the battery, ma'am, because we should not overcharge, or we should not overcharge the battery, because if you want to drive for 70 to 75 kilometers, after 70 kilometer you can charge, means that should be perfect. You should not overcharge. That means within a 20 to 25 kilometer you should not charge, or you
Shankari,
should not
just a
fully
moment.
discharge. Yes,
Arunpriya
ma'am.
ma'am, please mute.
Yeah, sorry.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. You should not overcharge. Yeah, you should not overcharge, means within a 20 to, after driving 20 to 30 kilometer, you should not charge. At the same time, you should give the some time cooling time. If you drive after coming home, you should give at least 10 to 15 minutes. After that, only you have to charge. Same thing. Once charging was done, you should not take immediately the bike. You should give the cooling time 10 to 15 minutes. After that, you have to take the bike. The main thing is the battery, ma'am. So you should not overcharge the battery. Then it will give the very good life, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shankari Mohan Raj. I think it was very insightful, and our viewers would have known by now how easy it is to buy an e-bike and maintain it. And I think going forward is going to be all eco-friendly products. And we wish you all the very success, Shankari Mohan Raj. Thank you for joining
Thank
us
you,
today.
ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So now we'll go ahead with our next speaker, Ms. Arul Priya, founder Namabhoomi. Over to Maya Lakshmi ma'am. Welcome, Arul Priya.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Hello, madam. Very good evening, madam. So, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, good evening, madam, and welcome to the show. So, my question to you is what motivated you to become an entrepreneur, and how you identified the scope in this particular business?
Okay. So I'm Arul Priya, and I was working for HCL for 8 years. I have completed my engineering in electronics and communication engineering, and I worked for HCL for 8 years. So I had two boys. When my second boy born, I was thinking what to do next. Whether I will want to continue the work 9 hours working time, 2 hours traveling time, and then 8 hours sleeping time, and then I don't have time to spend with my kids and the family. So I thought I want to do something. So I was thinking what to do. At the time, we eat a lot of fruits. Especially my husband loves to eat fruits. So one big bunch of plastic cover will be of fruit waste and vegetable waste. So I was thinking what to do with that waste. Then I started exploring it. If I put the apple peel or banana peel in the sand, what in the soil, what will happen to that? So that thought process started to thinking to the next level. Then I was about to think with whom should I ask this. Then I was searching for a people. Then I found one lady who was running an organic shop. Then I talked to her. Then she introduced the word called composting. So basically the composting is nothing but converting your food waste into your manure. That is a natural process that really kindled me and about to study the things. So I started studying what is composting, how can I do my own waste. Then I got a kamba, that is a mud kamba. It's a 3-layer kamba, so we can compost our food waste and it become a manure. So I thought, why should I call my? I'm staying in an apartment, so why should I call my other neighbors also to start with it? At the time, 6 ladies showed an interest, so we bought a kamba and we started the thing. Then with my waste itself, the kamba got filled because that kamba only handles 400 grams of waste per day. Then I asked them to stop, and I thought, okay, why should I not? Then I started doing the composting. So my kitchen waste gone to kamba and it became a manure. So my 35% of the organic waste started becoming a manure. So remaining, I have 65% of the waste. So I don't know what to do with that 65% of the waste. In that 40, around 35 plus 70% of the waste is plastic waste. Whatever, even the milk cover, the arisi cover, semia cover, anything, plastic, paper, aluminum foils, everything comes under plastic covers. So I thought, what I do with that waste? So obviously it goes for recycling. Then I started studying about that. Around 66 types of waste are there that can be segregated and it'll go for recycling. So I did secondary level of segregation, and I want to dispose it to some vendor. So I was searching for that people. At the time, I got a good contact, and I started storing the waste in the cotton boxes. I will store around 3 to 4 cotton boxes of my recyclable waste, and I will give it to. At the time, Kupa30.com was there. I was selling it to them, and they paid me also. So, and the remaining 5% of the waste is my hair, my nail, my sanitary waste. I don't use diapers for my kids. So occasionally I was using then that waste. So what I will do with that waste? Then I found that there is an alternative for sanitary waste, that is the cloth pads. Later I found out menstrual cups. Then I switched over to cloth pads. So at the time, I stopped sending the sanitary waste into my bin. So the only waste that started going into the dustbin was the hair and the nail. So this how I understood the complete waste concept. And in that scenario, I saw in my temple, they celebrate Sangadhara Sadurthi. So they use thermocol plates, also called styrofoam plates, to serve the prasadam. So the styrofoam plate is neither degradable nor recyclable. It is made up of petroleum product. So if you eat with that also, it reacts. It creates cancer. It's a proven one. So I studied about that and I thought, okay, what should be an alternative for that? Then the alternative is areca plates. So I started studying about the areca plates that was manufactured in Coimbatore Agricultural University. I contacted them, and one girl was manufacturing here. Then I asked her to come and told her, see, I want regularly monthly plates for this. What would be the cost? The 4 rupees. Then I approached my committee people. They said thermocol plate is only 40 paise, but areca plate is 4 rupees. So there is a huge difference how people will change over it. Then I talk to them, see, we are paying for the environment. If you throw it away, it neither degrades and it's bad for us also. So why don't we switch over it and pay the cost for the environment? Then for 2 months, they were very hesitant to that. And after some time, they slowly, okay, you some plates, we will start using it. So that was the first success. After 2 to 3 months of following up with them, they changed over to areca plates. Still now they are using the areca plates in the temple. So that was my first success. So this success made me to think, why should I start a business about alternative for plastics? What would be the challenges people are facing to switch over from the plastics to the alternative items? So like that, so cloth bags for us an alternative for plastic covers, cloth bags, paper bags. I thought, okay, why don't I start a series of alternative products for plastics and let me see what would be the challenge so I can come up with the solutions for that. Like that, I started a company called Namabhoomi in 2014.
So thank you very much, ma'am, for your excellent inputs. It's really an eye opener for each and every participants. And my next question is, ma'am, nowadays waste management is a booming field. So as a successful entrepreneur, uh, what's how can you encourage the youth to choose the entrepreneurial path, especially in this waste management field?
So actually, now the most trending thing is the waste management thing. Starting from even every purchase you do, the final product, the after whatever the product you used, the cover, the plastic cover or the usage of that product finally ends up in the dustbin and finally ends up in the landfill. If you're buying some product and if you think where it will go, then one entrepreneur is getting born. Suppose I'm thinking this after 4 years, I'm using this dress, and after 4 years, what will happen to this dress? How can I upcycle it or recycle it? Whether I can make it as a craft or whether I can uh, do it for a free cycling, that concept will come in the dress part. Even the hair, 1 kg of hair costs rupees 3,000 rupees. I the people were telling me, but I didn't realize that it will sell it. But I have stored my hair for 2 years in the Johnson's plastic dabba. So I have stored it for 2 years, and last week my mother sold it for 10 grams is she 40 grams was there. She sold it for 80 rupees. So that your hair itself has a value. So every waste, every product has its own value. So if you think about, even you can see the plastic covers we are throwing it out, that we can make it as a chair. There is a prototype available how we can make it as a chair. And even the fruit peels, the vegetable peels, how we are making it as a manure. We can make even the citrus peels like orange peels, Mozambique peels, we can make it as a bioenzyme and we can use it for cleaning the floor, cleaning the toilets. So each waste product has its own value, and if really we want to make it as a success and want to think it to the next level, the real entrepreneur is born. There is lot of scope to the there is lot of scope in the waste management thing.
Thank you, ma'am.
No voice, ma'am.
Ma'am, please unmute.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
I think Sindhu
And
can take
definitely
it over.
commitments towards. Yes. So,
Maya, ma'am,
Sindhu
there is
ma'am.
some. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Sindhu ma'am, please.
Sure. Thank you, Professor Maya Lakshmi. And good afternoon, Ms. Arul Priya. Wonderful to meet an enterprising person like you. It was very interesting to listen to your story of how you started off. You started off with HCL and now you're doing something very different from what you were doing so many years back. And I'm sure one of the challenges that you must have faced is convincing people. There must be a lot of resistance to change. How do you convince people? How do you deal with this resistance?
Yeah, that's a nice question, Sindhu. So I started this as a social thing. I want to segregate and I want to make it as a waste-free community. My community helped me a lot. So they are this is the base for me to learn the things. So I go every time to their house. What I will do is I will make small pictures and I will stick in the lift. I have never bothered about who's the secretary, who's the president, what about the ladies, whether they think me wrong. I have never thought about whether they will think me, whether what I am sticking is, whether they think me as a wrong, what I did is a wrong. No, I have never thought about, given a single thought about what I'm doing is a wrong or right. I want to see that should my dustbin outside my community should be less. That's the only thought in my mind. After 2 to 3 years only, the lady started, you have good perseverance. Even though people are telling, they will simply, I can quote you an example. So I will go to each and every house to check whether they have segregated properly. At the time I was going to one house, it was locked, and I wrote a letter on small paper. I wrote a letter. See, I see the waste is not segregated. So this is how you have to segregate. Please take care of it. And I have wrote my phone number also in it and put it inside her house. And I came back. So evening she came and she saw my phone number and she messaged me saying that I'm a teacher of so and so school, and I did some PhD or something. Don't teach me how to segregate my waste. I know how to handle my waste. I know what is right and what is the thing. I really got shocked that see she haven't segregated, but I am telling, I was not harsh also. I said this is how you have to do it, but she can't accept it. She can't handle that. Some other people is telling me how to do it, all those things. She couldn't handle and she can't change it. That much resistance people are having. Then I told, ma'am, you are well educated, you know everything, you are handling so much students, but this is what I have seen and this is what I'm expecting. And I didn't argue with her further. See, this is my stand. If you're willing to do it, do it. And slowly one day you will understand it and you will change it. That's how the conversation happened. And she understood it actually. So slowly she also started segregating. This is a social type of thing. The resistance will come down if you are on your stand. You know what you're doing. You should know what you are doing, and you should know what you're doing is right. If you know that, then there is no going back. This has happened in the social front. When I moved to the business front in Express Avenue, my point is I don't go and touch the people who are using stainless steel plates. There is a gimmick saying that to sell my eco-friendly disposables, I can go and tell the person who is using stainless steel plates, these stainless steel plates washing, you need more water, there is not hygiene. I can go and brainwash them and change to my disposable plates. No, that is not my idea. My idea is you have to use eco-friendly thing that should not harm the environment. You use stainless steel plates. I won't touch them for marketing. I want who are using the thermocol plates or paper plates, I will go and touch them. In Express Avenue, in the initial period, I was myself and my driver. We are the two. I go for marketing and I put the bill, everything. My driver do the delivery. And my first Sandro car I bought after before my engagement. During my engagement, that is the car still I'm holding. I bought it in 2007. Still I am holding. That is doing the delivery. So my driver, my car, and myself, we are the three who started with the business. So I go to the Express Avenue. They were completely using the thermocol plate. Every day between 2 to 3, I will be there. I will talk to them. See, these are the problems. Give me a owner number. I will talk to them so you can change it to it. So every day I go, but I never gave up. But after the plastic ban, everyone have my number and they call me. So whatever I did the marketing part, I don't know whether they will change or not. But my part is I want to change them. But they slowly stored my number, and after 1 or 2 years, they called me back. Now they are my customers. Express Avenue, they are buying from me now. So that even your hard work definitely never fails. It never go waste. You should know what you're doing and you should be on your stand. That's what I learned about this. And that's what people who are starting. And as a thing, I don't know how to handle my finance also. My first salary was 18,000 and I will keep 5,000 for me for my personal for my rent and for my personal thing, and give remaining to my mother, and my mother will handle it. But while starting the business, I don't know what is the money, and I will keep on putting the money to buy the products. I don't know whether it will come back or not. And I had my savings, and at the end of my savings only I realized, oh, I don't have money at my hand. All my money is as a product now. So this 5 years experience gave me how to handle the money, how to handle the if you put 1 lakh into it, that's it. When taking back as a 1 lakh, it's not an easy thing. But really, that experience should come only through learning. And one more thing, don't do double work. That I will take care of my other work. Suppose you're working and I want to start a business, something. No, it never works. You should be there on the place while doing a business. Otherwise, the money will go like anything. These are all the things I learned in this past 5 years.
It's so inspiring to listen to your story, especially when you speak about your perseverance. A lot of people might have just given up, but your story is like the analogy of a bamboo tree, the Express Avenue incident, where a bamboo doesn't grow like all the other plants. There's a story where this person planted bamboo saplings and kept watering it for 1 year. Second year, nothing happened. Third year, nothing happened. Fourth year, nothing happened. And suddenly, at the time of giving up, the person saw that fifth year there were tiny sprouts, and all of a sudden, within a few months, the bamboo tree just grew up and became the tallest tree in the garden. So the first 5 years were just nurturing and nourishing the baby, the plant beneath the soil, which I think is what you were doing in Express Avenue, going every day between 2 and 3 p.m. and never giving up. Very inspiring to hear about you. One last question from my side is, maybe briefly in about 2 or 3 sentences, what is that one message you can give today's youth, where this particular scenario, this situation where everybody wants fast food, everything is available at the fingertips, people who want things immediately, what is your message for people today?
Yeah. So I can quote you a nice example. My driver, okay. In this part of series, my Namabhoomi is focusing on alternative for single-use plastics. So in that thing, I have started in this lockdown. We have started a Namabhoomi Greens. So we are delivering greens at doorstep in around 5 areas. So I have we have few delivery boys and all those things. And one of the drivers joined with me. Only Mondays and Thursdays we are delivering. So he will deliver for 3 hours. So by seeing this, what he thought is he will bring 1 ton of grapes and will sell it for around for 50,000. He buy it, so he can sell it for 70,000 rupees. So he will earn 20,000 rupees is his profit. Like that, he planned and he brought it 2-3 weeks back. He brought 1 ton of grapes. So 400, and some other person said we will buy 400 kgs from you. So remaining 600 kgs you can sell it everywhere. But what happened is the 400 kgs of grapes who committed, their vehicle got repaired and they couldn't buy. So he got stuck with 1,000 kgs. So and I clearly told him, if it's an organic, I can help you to sell. If it's a non-organic, I really can't help you because I'm selling organic greens. Because if I put non-organic grapes, then it's really it will put whether her green is an organic. That question will come to their mind. So I said no. But after he started struggling, he sold 100 kgs in my apartment. Then around 900 kgs was there. Then they were selling here and there, and so sold around 200 kgs. 10 days gone by, but the grapes was good. So they sold around 400 kgs, remaining 600 kgs was it. Then every day he will come and sit with me. See, I'm not able. Then I thought, okay, I will help you. Then I was putting messages across and I formed a group here and there. He went and sold, and finally it came to 400 kgs. Then when he was selling, I was just smiled at him. What he thought was, ma'am is laughing at me that I couldn't do it. That thought he was. Then 400 kgs, only 2 days remaining, otherwise it will go waste. Then finally what thought came to me is, okay, let us donate it. Let us donate it. But what I did is 100 rupees per kg, I reduced it to 70 rupees. whoever wants to donate, you can donate the money. So we can donate the product to the orphan people. Like that, I collected money for him, 10,000 rupees. So around 10,000 rupees loss was saved for him. So like that, and what he thought is 50,000 rupees I invested, 70,000 rupees I can sold it, and within 2 days I can get 20,000 rupees. No, that is not the case. He bought it. The environment around you should support. No, every time it won't support. And he has already working as a driver, and he is doing car cleaning. But he thought, okay, here and there I will do it. There is no focus. So you should have focus on one thing. If I want to do a great business, and remember, entrepreneurship is not a short-term journey. It's a long vision. It's a long-term vision. So in another 5 years, what I will be there? You can place yourself in another 5 years. And what is the baby step I can take to achieve that? So 2 hours back, I told him, see, whether you want to do a great business, whether after 5 years you want to do it, no, it's not your business. Then please don't do it. I simply told him, please don't do it. But you save your money. After 2 years, come out of your job, and whatever you want to do, focus on it and do it. So entrepreneur, and one more thing, business is like a crocodile mouth. You keep on investing it, it will keep on taking it. Business should be in a rotation. Otherwise, you will be stuck. So the long-term vision should be there, and you know what you're doing, and there should be a business plan. Initially, when I was starting, my friend who moved to US, she asked me whether you want to do a business plan for your business. I didn't know what is the business plan at that time. Why she is asking for that? What is business plan? I'm already doing. Why she what I have to do? That was the question I asked myself at that time. No, but you should have what you have to do, and what is your long-term goal. And if you are investing 10 lakhs, and if it is labor intensive, how you're going to take care of your labors? The money will go, because the labors, the profit will be very less, but you have to take care of your labors, then only they will be with you. So it's a completely a long-term plan, but start slowly and steadily. Don't invest more money at a time. Start with small things and gradually grow it. Then only there won't be any financial loss, and you will know where you're going wrong, and you can correct it then and there. So if you invest at a time, if you're investing 10 lakhs and bringing more, and your loss will be 5 lakhs, but you're investing 50,000 and you're learning the things, even for your learning, at least 10,000, 20,000 loss is not a problem. So don't, I don't know, in Tamil, agalakal vekkama, chinna steps, make it a smaller steps, and understand the progress, understand the problems around it, and correct it and go for it. That's what I want to tell to you.
Very nice. So a quick summary would be, we should have focus, resilience, perseverance, and patience. Fantastic, very nice life lessons you gave us today. I wish you all the very best in your endeavors, and may you reap a lot of success and fulfillment. Over to you, Ms. Mahalakshmi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you, Arul Priya. You are really an eco champion. So my question to you is that, what does the future of Namabhoomi look like?
Okay, the future of Namabhoomi is a plastic-free shop. So it should be a 360-degree sustainability shop, and everything related to sustainable products under one roof, and it's definitely a plastic-free shop. That's the maybe another 5 years vision. I'm working towards it. So that's the first thing is alternative for single-use plastics. Now I have touched the greens, because my product, what I'm giving, should be of a quality. So I'm learning about greens, then slowly into vegetables, then groceries, then around that. And in another 5 years, my son also will be finishing 12th standard. So right time to start a shop, I think.
That's awesome, Arul Priya. Wishing you all the best for your business success. Thank you for joining us today and giving us your valuable time. Thank you, Arul Priya.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me, and all the best to all of you.
Thank you, Arul Priya. So, Sindhu, I think I would want you to share some of your, what do you call journey or tips in terms of how you navigated, in during April 2020, the 2020 pandemic, and now how are you navigating? Of course, now most of us are prepared than before, but how has been your journey through this tough times?
Over the last 1 year, the journey has been, I would say, challenging, learning, and very interesting. Now, as usual, throughout the world, we're facing a lot of challenges. So, my businesses, I run two companies. Ignite Academy is into organizational development and training, where we conduct workshops for organizations, universities, academic institutions on leadership, team building, communication skills, goal setting, and so on. My second company, Sarva Happiness, is where we partner with organizations and help to measure the levels of employee happiness, and then we bridge the gaps. Now, what was very challenging is, number one, how do you connect with people? I mean, we are used to doing full day workshops, connecting, talking, engaging, having activities. But I think the quick transition to the online mode, reducing the time limit, understanding the kind of emotions employees are going through, insecurity, online fatigue. I think sensitivity and empathy were the key values over the last 1 year. Every business had to go through empathizing with each other, being sensitive to each other, irrespective of whatever business people were in. And that's what I incorporated as well. Number two, it's been a tremendous learning journey because keeping the audience engaged during online programs is essential because that's bread and butter. So how do we connect with people? How do you make them realize? How do you make them go introspect, contemplate? How do you make someone learn and change? That was a fantastic learning journey. And number three, it's been fulfilling because we were able to reach to companies across the country online, which was actually which opened up doors for people to understand what Ignite Academy and Sarva Happiness are into. So that's how the last 1 year has been.
Thank you, Sindhu. I think 2020 was the year of resilience and adaptability, and 2021 is the year of the great reset. All of us have to rethink, reset, and readjust. So thank you so much for supporting our initiatives, and thank you for being with us for the journey. Wishing you all the very best, Sindhu. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
all the best to you. Bye.
Thank you so much. So while we wait for our next guest to join, I have a question to you, Maya ma'am. So how has been your journey in terms of the COVID times? Of course, you being a professor, I think most of the classes were online, and even now it's online. So please walk us through your experience.
So, ma'am, actually, I think it was actually a revival period for us. From the traditional way of teaching, we came into a new style of teaching. Can you hear me, ma'am, now?
Now it's better, yeah.
Hello? Yeah, okay. So what happening is during this pandemic, first of all, it was really a tougher period for every teacher. Even taking consideration to the senior teachers, they were in a little tough
problem,
because they are not much. Now, what happened? Is it okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. It's better now.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, better.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So, as far as pandemic is considered, it's a new journey for everybody, especially the teaching fraternity. Because what happened was, it was like a revival period for us. Because from the normal chalk and board method,
there is connectivity issue, ma'am. There is connectivity issue. Maybe you
am I audible now?
Yeah, it's better now, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
So what happened is during this period we learned a lot, because some of my friends they are working in US as professors. Before while we are talking itself, it was not a problem for them because they are already used to this online teaching method and all. But as far as we are considered, we are focused on the traditional way of talk and chalk and
Ma'am, I
regular
think there is some
direct
connectivity issue
class.
at your end, ma'am. You'll have to try changing the location or check your connectivity, ma'am.
Let me see, ma'am. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah. So while we wait for Maya ma'am to fix.
How's it, ma'am? Now is it audible?
Ma'am, still there is some connectivity issue, ma'am. Your voice is breaking.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me see.
Now it's better. I just started off with something. Let me complete and I'll let you know, ma'am. Yeah, so coming back to the opportunities which have emerged during the pandemic, I would say Ayurveda, yoga, skill development, agriculture in terms of organic and medicinal products, dairy, milk and value-added products, indigenous craft products, biotechnology, IT and system software development, uh, surveillance and cyber security. So these are some of the opportunities which have emerged, and many are into manufacturing, trading, and consulting now. And some of the sectors, if you look at the edtech is booming, health and wellness category is booming, e-commerce and logistics is booming, and a lot of financial services and NBFCs are booming, OTT platforms and online gaming, remote working tools, pharma, and managed office spaces. So these are some of the opportunities which are on demand, and you can come up with a lot of opportunities in these areas. So, Maya ma'am, can you try now? I think Maya, hello,
Ma'am, am I
Maya ma'am, are you
audible?
there? Yes, ma'am, you are audible now, ma'am. Please go ahead. Ma'am, please unmute.
Yes. Yeah. So we were discussing about the how, as teachers, how we were handle over this pandemic. So what happened is, as teachers, we learned a lot of things from the normal talking talk method. We came to the new style of virtual teaching methods. So first of all, for a particular month, it was really tough. Nowadays, I think almost every teacher is well expert in using computers, using the various applications for taking classes, conducting online examinations, correcting online soft papers, everything nowadays. I think it was a wonderful experience, and nowadays even we don't feel much pressurized even without going to colleges, because everything I think soft copies and this work is more interesting nowadays.
Yes, ma'am. So absolutely, I think as lecturers or academicians, you would have gone through your own set of struggles because during pandemic, each one of us is going through a lot of challenges. We are trying to adapt to the situation, and we are trying to kind of being more human, right? So earlier that was not the case. Now we even many of them are realizing the value of being human, right, ma'am? So my next question to
Yes,
you,
yes, ma'am.
we're just waiting for our guests to join. So my question to you is that
Oh,
how do you motivate your students to get into the entrepreneurial line?
yes, ma'am. Actually, nowadays, as per India is considered in every universities, and we are under the you all know that it is we are working under the instructions of the
Ma'am, I
University
think
Grant
there is a
Commission,
problem with
and
your
that
headset or the connectivity. I'm not sure because when you shake, the voice gets broken. Yeah, can you try now, ma'am? Please unmute and talk.
is it audible now, ma'am?
Better, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So about the developing entrepreneurs, the role of colleges, I would say that we are all working under different. As in India, we are working under different universities, and we our the major captain is the University Grant Commission. So as far as the 12th five-year plan document of the Planning Commission. It
Ma'am,
was
it's actually
specially
going too
emphasizing
fast, ma'am.
on
Your audio is going too fast. We are unable to follow you. Maybe you'll have to slow down a bit, or
yeah, shall I?
yeah.
Yes, I'll do it, ma'am. So, as we have said, as per the university norms and the UGC 12th five-year plan document for Planning Commission, they are specially emphasizing on expansion of the skill-based programs in higher education. And as a part of the 12th five-year plan document, every college, there must be an entrepreneurial development cell, a skill development center, a training institute, and a placement cell. So the objective of the ED cell is to provide entrepreneurial orientation along with the required skill training for self-employment and entrepreneurial development. So, and in colleges, we have in UG and PG for commerce and management, ED, that is entrepreneurial development, as one of the one of the subject to learn. And even for the non-commerce and management, that is the science students, we have ED as an interdisciplinary elective. So, Anu, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, but the voice was too
Yes.
fast for us to follow.
Yes, 1 second, ma'am. 1 second.
So while Maya ma'am comes back, we're going to have our next speaker joining us very soon. She is Ms. Srimati. She's the founder of Sri Amridam Catering Services. So she's going to join us now. Maya ma'am, have you fixed yours?
Yes. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm ready, ma'am. So what I'm saying is the objective of ESL is to provide entrepreneurial orientation for each and every student. For the commerce, management, and even for the science students, we are providing ED as a subject, a core subject for the commerce and management students, and an interdisciplinary subject for the non-commerce students also. And also to make students more aware of the value of new entrepreneurs in our country. We teachers are also trained under the universities and the UGC to give them training and to motivate them to become entrepreneurs. Equally, we are giving equal importance to placement as well as entrepreneurial cells. And another thing is we have certificate courses on ED, and in that 50-50, that is 50% of the subject is taken by the teachers, which will be properly trained under the UGC and university, and the balance 50% will be taken by the experts from who are successful entrepreneurs. So this is the way we are encouraging students, and also we have various incubators in the college to upgrade the students' interest in entrepreneurial development.
Great, ma'am. I think to sum up, as you said rightly, every college should have the EDCs, that is entrepreneurship development cells, and it has to be very, very active. In fact, I've been to a lot of colleges to inaugurate the EDCs. But what would happen is that after the inauguration, some colleges, they would be busy with their academics and they're unable to, activate the EDCs, and many students are not getting the opportunities. If you look at Women Entrepreneurs India and how we are supporting youth, we actually create a lot of opportunities for them. And we have these internship options wherein students can join us when they are in the college, and we give them. Ma'am, please mute yourself. Srimati, please mute. So I was just talking about the internship opportunities for students. So since you mentioned entrepreneurship development cells, I thought I would share this as well, so that a lot of viewers who are watching this can spread the message to students who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs. So we do have internship opportunities for students in terms of learning how to start a business, how to pitch their business to investors, how to negotiate, how to become a good leader, how to become a successful entrepreneur. So these are some of the areas, wherein we offer them virtual internships, and many are actually benefiting through internships. They're also making money through it. So I would urge all the youth, especially the students, to try this, and you can avail this opportunity. And this would be a 3 weeks long internship, and we offer certificates as well. So I think without further ado, we have Miss Srimati P, who is the founder of Shri Amrutam Catering, and she has joined us today to share her experience. Welcome, Srimati, and thank you for your valuable time. Over to Maya, ma'am. Please take it over. Maya, ma'am, are you there? I think Maya, ma'am. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Srimati, ma'am. So welcome to today's program, ma'am. So
Thank you.
my question to you is, uh, what motivated you to enter into this business, and how you identified the scope of this business?
See, basically, I've been into baking for almost 25 years, right? I started baking at the age of 14. I had an interest towards baking, towards healthy baking and all this. And I know somewhere deep in my gene, there has been a cooking interest also. But I haven't pursued it during the pandemic. Actually, when the COVID-19 was at its peak, one of my friends, his mom passed away, and he couldn't find anyone to cook for them. So I did it as a help. I just cooked for about 20 people on the day of the death. So then they wanted me to cook for the rest of the 10 days also until the ceremonies got over. And then it was he and his family who initiated this, or who probably wanted me to start this. One reason is because I use all chemical, I wouldn't even call it organic ingredients, but I would call it as chemical-free ingredients. So all my groceries, vegetables are all chemical-free. So the consistency and the assurance of quality and all this prompted him. He said, why not you start this as a profession? Because there are many people who are wanting for good food. There are many senior citizens who have been, there is a need, there is a void for good quality food. Why don't you start? He and my husband, they both discussed, and they just gave a post in social media saying that we have started this. And I did not expect, I did not have any raw material, like I wasn't prepared, I didn't do any investment, but there was a good response, especially from senior citizens. Today I cater close to 25 people on a daily basis. Almost 90% of them are 75 plus, 80 plus. And only then I came to know there are a lot of senior citizens out there who are unable to cook and who aren't able to find the availability, find the source of good food. So touchwood, till today I haven't done any marketing, I haven't done any advertisement, nothing. It's just word of mouth. So I've been continuing. It's almost a year. It's close to a year, and I have served close to 3,000 meals till today. So that is the beginning of my journey.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, health is wealth. So getting good food is the one thing we want for all our earnings, all our incomes and everything. So if
Right.
Health is wealth, I mean, if health is good, only we can think about our future. So getting good
Correct.
food. My second question was actually that how you will get a good customer base, but you answered in the first question itself, ma'am. So getting good customers, definitely, as we all know that we will stick into the what do you call it, best thing which we receive. Once we are getting the best product, we never go to another
Correct.
one. So this is the thing which all the entrepreneurs should focus on. And
Right.
my second question is, ma'am, what is the scope of this baking industry, ma'am? What is what is the future of this industry, and how the new people nowadays, I think a lot of youngsters are interested in baking, interested in cooking compared with a few years ago. So what are the what do you call inputs you can give to the new entrepreneurs who are interested in this baking or cooking business?
See, there is a wide market out there. There are a lot of new bakers today, but still the market for every new baker is quite huge. First, in case a person, see, mine, it's two parallel venues. One is baking and one is cooking. I know my limits. I do not have any staff. I just do everything single-handedly. So I know my limits and I get a niche in that. You know, I'm not quite comfortable when someone else does. I don't feel it is up to the mark. So I know my limits and I fix up. Now, first point is you need to identify what is your area of interest. And in case it's baking, even in baking, there are various avenues in baking. Like you can specialize either in cookies or either in healthy baking or either in birthday cakes, wedding cakes. There are a lot of venues. So first you need to identify what you are good at. And you need to definitely learn it properly. You know, learning, even today I'm looking for classes. If something is new, I go learn. So you need to keep your mind open and you need an eye to learn. You need to really learn the skill. And so you need to be open-minded to learn the skill, and then you can, make it professional. And first step is only word of mouth. See, there is no big, till today I haven't invested much for my cooking. Just few containers, whatever the vessels I had in my home, only with that I've been cooking. I haven't invested much. So without, again, it depends. See, I didn't want to pitch in any investment until at least I cross 1.5 years of this business, so that I can judge how it is going. But today I can confidently say food industry is, there is always a want for food in the market, especially want for good food. When people understand that you are giving them quality food, they wouldn't mind spending a little extra money also for the quality food. Quality consistency is very important. So one feedback what I constantly keep getting from people, there are people who bought lunch, who used to buy lunch from me sometime during last June, July. They come back now again to buy from me only because of the quality and the consistency. So it is not like new brooms. You shouldn't be here like new brooms sweep. Well, when you start your business, you cook good, you cook well, and then later on the quality, you shouldn't compromise on the quality. So that is the key for any business, whatever you choose, especially in baking and cooking. The consistency is the key. And I would say whatever you choose, you need to learn properly. It's not like you learn a recipe today and make it a business tomorrow. You need to practice well. You need to really have a good hand, have an upper hand in whatever skill you have, and then start it as a business. Once people are convinced, then I wouldn't, I can very confidently say that you can make a good market out of baking or cooking, whatever it is. So first, putting it point-wise, first thing you need to identify your skills. Second thing, learn the skill. Third thing, make it practice a lot so that you are confident in delivering the results. And fourth is consistency and perseverance in whatever you've taken up. Next comes the financial involvement. Then you can decide whether you need to invest and make it big, or without much investment, with minimal investment, if you can start something, and stabilize, and then you can go in for bigger investments. That is also possible. So you need to point out, you need to list out everything and then start before starting it.
Ma'am, thank you for your inputs. And now over to Mahalakshmi, ma'am.
Thank you, Maya, ma'am. So, Srimati, I think that was really interesting and informative. So, you have been with WA for the past 6 years. So, I would like you to talk a bit about your journey with us, and also one of the common questions that we receive on our emails or on WhatsApps or on messages is that how to start a pickle making unit, or how to start a pickle business. This is one of the common questions. Probably if you could address that, that would be great.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me start with the WEI journey. I've been associated with WEI for almost 4 years now, but it looks like it's been a long time. It's a very wonderful journey. I would say one of the key factors for me to boldly start a business is Mahalakshmi and WI, because she was the one who pulled me out of my comfort zone. I was always within my comfort zone. I was into a different business when I joined Mahalakshmi few years back, and then now I know what is exactly my strength and my interest. So Maha has been a very big inspiration for me, mainly to pull me out of my comfort zone, irrespective of me saying no to many of her offers, saying rejecting many of her invitations, but still she kept on pulling me out of my comfort zone. So one biggest reason, inspiration has been Mahalakshmi, and WI is really helped me in promoting my business. I wouldn't connect everything monetarily, but promoting me as a person, promoting me, my business, WI has played a very important role. I got quite a lot of connects through WEI. And another one important thing, what happened through WEI was my husband wanted to publish a book. He's into fitness and bodybuilding. So we got a very good publisher. Thanks to Maha, it has been possible only through Maha, because we were a little hesitant whether to publish it or not to publish it. So again, Maha has always been an integral part in our family, not only to me, to our family as well. So thanks a lot, Maha. Thanks is too small a word, but again, I take this opportunity to thanks Maha, and I also give a message to all the entrepreneurs who are watching this. Keep associated to yourself. Keep yourself associated to a association, or for example, in case you are associated with the WI, you need to be a little consistent. See, probably last year, because of pandemic, Maha had organized a lot of online events and all that. I couldn't be a part of anything last year, but still this year somehow she managed, and she pulled me back into the group probably. So you be consistent and do not link and connect everything monetarily. And consistency, again, here also consistency is the key. WI and Maha the entrepreneurs to make maximum utilization of Maha. So that's about my association with WI. And coming to the pickle unit.
Yeah. So you can mute your mic, Srimati. I just want to say something. So that was an elaborate thank you note. I never expected this. Thank you for this pleasant surprise and giving us such a wonderful feedback. I think this would motivate a lot of entrepreneurs to not connect, anything to monetary, but then to build the connections. Quality connections is what matters, and that you've clearly pointed out. I think you nailed it. So I think it's very great to hear it out from such an expert. I know you as a multifaceted personality. You are the national jury for bodybuilding, men's bodybuilding category as well, and you are a baker, and now you are a caterer, and you are a very talented personality. At the same time, you are humble and down to earth, and you try to add a lot of value to people. I think that is one quality I look up to you, and I wish you all the success. So let's go ahead with the pickle baking unit tips from you, and then let us discuss further.
Thanks a lot, Maha, for that praise of me. Probably I'm inspired because of you. My humbleness has come from you also. Now coming to the pickle unit. See, pickles, I haven't done a big research, but with little what I know, most of the pickles, I would urge people not to add any preservatives and do a natural pickle. So natural pickles, they don't spoil when you sun dry it. The age-old method, what our grandmothers and what our grandparents used to do, the age-old method is a very simple process in sun drying. Whatever pickle you do, whatever the consistency you need to add, and sun dry it. So in case anyone wants to learn more about it, I can guide them in that as well, because I have done a research probably in the past 1 month about pickles, and I've got few inputs, because my key was not to add preservatives. So I can probably help people who are keen to set up a unit. But again, I would urge people to go naturally, just for the sake of money. Please do not substandard, do substandard products. That is always, I insist always on that. Don't substandard, but you can give people a good quality product. I can guide people on that also, with very less investment. You don't need much investment. So with very little investment, we can get this done.
Thank you, Srimati. What are the advantages, not the advantages, what are the challenges in terms of starting a catering business, and how did you overcome? And you had listed a few challenges, but right now, in the second wave of COVID, how are things rolling out, and what are the challenges that a caterer would face or is facing? Srimati, were you able to hear my question?
I'm sorry. Can you just repeat it?
Yeah, I'll repeat it for you. So I was asking you the challenges that the caterers are facing in this pandemic. Can you walk us through the challenges that the caterers are facing in this pandemic, Srimati? I think there was a connectivity issue, and Srimati had to drop the conversation. So I would like to thank all the speakers of the day, Shankari, and then Arul Priya and Srimati, for joining us today, and our moderators, Maya Lakshmi ma'am and Sindhu, for making this Earth Day 2021 great success. Hope our viewers would have got some information and some important information related to the Earth Day. I think Anupriya spoke a lot about how she has started the business and how she is. Let me add, try to add Srimati again. I think Srimati, we were about to thank, and yeah. So let's quickly hear it from Srimati. I just want to know the challenges that the caterers now are facing in this pandemic.
See, one of the challenges what I faced in the early stages is the comment passed by the people. See, as long as you are confident with your quality, I think you need to turn deaf ears, because you cannot satisfy all the customers. But that shouldn't become overconfidence also. You shouldn't become overconfident also. But you need to learn to handle people, and in case in view of the monetary collection of money also, people act too smart. So you also need to be too smart, and the accounting is very, very, very important for even a small business or whatever it is. Now I give food every day, I collect money every day, but there are some people who say, why don't you keep an account? And I follow it. See, I've been having this habit of accounting for almost 10 years now. So I've been following that with the caterers also. I bill it and I do it. But even in that, people come up with a lot of complaints. So this was all new to me. I never expected people would come up and make a big issue for even as little money as 10 rupees, 20 rupees, that doesn't matter, but the attitude of people, you need to learn to handle that. And again, movement. See, delivery, as far as delivery is concerned, only me and my husband go, because during the pandemic, one big reason why people are still buying food from me is because I do not use third-party deliveries. This wouldn't be possible by everyone, but the cleanliness, the hygiene. So when I'm going to hire a third person, the cleanliness and hygiene, it all comes under a big question mark. So 90% of the people buy from me only because we deliver. Initially, again, the time management, the movement and all was a big challenge. But now I think I've learned the skill to handle people, handle deliveries also. So I would say anything you need to practice, and you need to you need to have your attitude right towards everything. Have an open mind towards everything. In things where you need to learn, you will have to be open to learn anything at any point of time, be it cooking, be it baking, be it finance, whatever it is. You need to have an open mind and accept that, yes, I might not be knowing this, and you need to learn. Again, packaging also, there was a challenge. I wanted to be a little eco-friendly, so I'm just trying combinations of eco-friendly packing of food also, because the carrying containers during pandemic was a little difficult, because taking in containers, delivering, getting back the containers was all a challenge. So I'm just trying eco-friendly packing.
Thank you, Srimati. I think that was quite informative, and I can understand the challenges that you face when you say, even for 10 rupees, 20 rupees, people would ask you to, take it later. I think when it comes to business, it has to be proper like a business. I think we should not, try to have such things. Some financial discipline is required, not some. It has to be full financial discipline, along with, learning a lot about the current trends and how one has to adapt to the situation. What are the current markets performing? Is the business really performing well? I think due to the COVID times, we cannot have a long-term goal. It is more of a short-term goals we can have, and we can, of course, we can have a long-term goal. I'm just talking about the plans. Many companies have started rethinking on their plans, and they are reworking on their plans. Many companies have created very, very short-term plans, like 1 month, 3 months plan they have started, and they have started tweaking it also. So I think very soon you should start your logistics unit as well. Since you are scaling up, you may need a big logistics partner. So you think about it, and you can definitely make your business a successful one. So with this note, we would like to thank you for your time and for your insightful conversation. It was a pleasure having you here with us, Srimati, and thank you once again for your kind words.
Thanks a lot, Maha. It was a pleasure for me too. Probably after almost a year, I'm joining WEI session. It was a wonderful time for me also. I hope it was useful for people out there, and entrepreneurs who need any assistance or who need any input regarding catering or baking or pickles, you can get in touch with me through WEI. Thanks a lot for your time. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Srimati. We look forward to hosting you in our upcoming events as well.
Sure, Maha. Hopefully.
Please join. Yeah. So, Maya ma'am, maybe a few words as we end this Earth Day 2021.
So it's a wonderful session, ma'am, and I'm really proud to be a part of the WI for this today's program especially on this World Earth Day, and you brought actually the social entrepreneurs who are very specific in their business, going in the traditional way of business. As Srimati ma'am said, I'm not using. I'm preparing everything very traditional. Not using any extra.
Ma'am, I think you'll have to check your connectivity, or I don't know. Your voice is like a fast forwarded voice. We are unable to follow you. So anyway, I think you're trying to convey the message that it was good.
Actually, I'm speaking very slowly.
Okay. Maybe last few words, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you, Mahalakshmi ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. I'm into teaching, but I'm also a part of entrepreneurial development through my students, because I'm taking a paper, and it was actually a good experience with all the social entrepreneurs sharing their experience, their challenges, and how they become strong entrepreneurs and great entrepreneurs today. So thank you, Mahalakshmi ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, Mahalakshmi ma'am, for your support. I've already thanked all the speakers, and now it's time to thank all the viewers who have been watching this program so far, and many would be watching later. So we would request you to visit womenentrepreneurindia.com to know more about WEI, and you can also WhatsApp us on 9952013800 to know how to start a business and how to scale up your business. And we would be more than happy to support you in your business success. Thank you so much for watching this wonderful show. And again, happy Earth Day 2021. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.